It's
All right, now I'm going to record, and we'll see how that comes out.
You mean you weren't recording all of that Charlie bit?
No, I just wanted to make sure our headphones were working.
I feel like that would have gone viral.
That would have gone viral. People would have started photoshopping Jay's face.
Jay could be Alexa.
He could
Jay
be.
just is like Alexa coming in.
Why would I be
Hey,
Alexa?
Jay.
That's like a slave robot. At least
Hey,
Charlie
Jay,
is a
how
human.
do I pronounce Ajax?
I'd rather be the guy talking through the call
You
box
pronounce it Ajax.
on your coffee table than trapped in
think that's
some
right.
kind of weird computer program. You know, at
Please,
the beck and call
honestly,
of you guys.
yes, you should, and you should record yourself
Jay,
and then
order Domino's.
Ordering Domino's.
Please help. And this is Unrelegated. We're going live from our studio at Hudson FC for Miggy Monday.
Miggy Monday.
Hashtag Miggy Monday. We are joined by a third person, our new team member,
Yay.
Jessica.
Am I the third wheel?
No.
We've already discussed
No.
this. Jay is Charlie from Charlie's Angels, and we're just going to keep adding women, and he's just going to still be
I'm just going to turn into
Charlie.
a voice in a box
Yes.
on your coffee table and slowly fade away.
You're just
will
going to
not
keep
reply
bringing
to
up like new
batteries.
topics. It's like we're sitting there getting into discussion about egg ball, and you're going to be like, stay on subject.
We are here because, well, Miguel Almiron is confirmed to be playing, or at least he's on the bench
Oh, look,
for
yep,
this
they've
match.
got him on the screen
and
right
he is
now.
number 24. So those of you who are concerned seeing him wear 27 in the pictures during training, that's just that's normal. That's par for the course, right, Jessica?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of the times in English soccer, we just grab whatever jersey is there. You know, they start practice early. They probably just want to get out there. So, you know, the kit man puts it all out. They grab it. So I wasn't too concerned. You know, the official photo had him in 24. So
Right.
Harrison,
Yeah.
don't worry about
Harrison,
it, man.
Yeah, Harrison was like, wait, what?
Your investment is safe.
I already bought a jersey.
There will not be like tens of thousands of people getting their jersey back returned.
Thank God.
And we're going to talk a little bit about a few different things before the match starts because I wouldn't expect him to start. We could talk a little bit about that. But also we'll have Devon on probably after the game to talk about it as well. Maybe even Tanner, the guys from Atlanta United Fan TV are also here. So shout out to them. First thing, guys, we had another jersey leak, but this time it was from one of our own fans because the shirt went up in the Atlantic Station store for all of like 7 minutes apparently.
Yeah. So a bunch of
And, like one or two people made out with it.
Yeah. No, so a bunch of stores around Metro Atlanta started putting them up early, and fans caught wind of it and started trying to go and grab them while they could, and they were immediately pulled off the shelves, obviously, because they're not supposed to be put on
Not
there
before
until Friday.
people put it on and took a selfie in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That definitely happened.
Yeah.
But it led into other conversations about the jersey.
Yeah, so the first thing is obviously, like any replica jersey, there are elements that are missing that we saw in the leaked Escobar one. There's the Georgia 17 patch at the bottom, or emblem, is not there. There's no gold trim on the neck, and no star.
Yeah. It led to the whole big Stargate.
Stargate.
I
Stargate.
started that hashtag. I am
Yes.
so proud of myself.
You should be proud of yourself.
I think
it
it's
was
a
a
good
great
idea.
hashtag.
And all the tie-ins to the show and the movie is just endless. with
Yeah,
that,
for
so.
sure. And I actually really loved that show, so like I was perfectly fine with it. But yeah, no, that led into this whole conversation, and I guess just because I don't care that much about other MLS teams, I didn't really know that this is a common trend within MLS. And
We're not all psychic. We all haven't been following the league for 15 years.
Correct.
We don't know the trends, so excuse us if we
Sorry.
weren't aware that the replicas do not have a star.
But it's a stupid rule anyway.
Well, there's not. I mean, there's only X number of teams that have stars.
Correct.
And so I pay attention to like who's buying, like what replicas of other teams are doing and stuff. So how am I supposed to know? You know?
Well, I mean, it was like, yeah. I mean, how are we supposed to know that this is a common trend that happens in MLS? But then I started digging into it, and other teams have, like, fan bases have complained and have gotten their
Seattle.
stars. Seattle
Yeah.
and Toronto have gotten stars on their replica. So it sort of just led me into this thinking of, like, if somebody said something and people got behind it, or enough waves were made within the Atlanta United community, something could be done about it.
Yeah, fan power is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I think when you have a fan base like ours,
Yeah.
70,000 plus. We buy a lot of merchandise.
Use your voice. I mean, why not? I don't see the big deal. I think some people, I saw a couple people who were like, you just have to understand it's just the way it is. And I'm like,
just
fuck
iron
that.
on a star.
Does Atlanta come in 2 years ago and just start doing everything the way it was always done? That's just not how we roll, man.
No.
Like, no, this is something. Why don't you guys talk about? Because you guys put together sort of an open letter as a fan that we put on our website and you tweeted out. So if you haven't seen it, go to unrelatl.com. There's a link there. You can read what was posted. Tell us a little bit about what you guys were posting, and why.
Well, I think what ended up happening is some people on Twitter weirdly asked that I speak out about it, and which I guess is a cool thing if people think that I have a voice that I can speak out about it. And I remember me and Jessica were on a Twitter thread about it, and I was like, I think I should write something. It was just supposed to be like an open letter to Atlanta United and MLS and Adidas Soccer and being like, hey, this has come to my attention about this. And I sort of drafted it up really quickly and sent it over to Jessica. And Jessica is a grammar queen. So she helped me because I am not grammatically correct at all on most things.
My English degree finally came to use.
Yay! That's what we're here for.
So we just sort of wrote a letter about how having the star on the jersey makes sense, not only for an entire Atlanta United fan base standpoint, and that everyone has the ability to wear the star that we all earn together, but in a way of also saying that not every Atlanta United fan or every fan for MLS in general is uniformly one thing as far as an authentic.
We're not all the same shape, guys.
Yeah.
We all can't fit into
Women
the
have
athletic
boobs.
Style of the Authentics, which only go up to
Or
2XL.
we don't choose to. I think that's
or
the
it's
thing.
more money.
Yeah.
As well. And kids, there's no kid sizes for Authentic.
Or women's, like we say.
Right.
Yeah.
The women, if she wants to wear a jersey that flatters her and, fits her right, potentially, she cannot choose that. We don't have a professional women's team, so there's no authentic version.
Right.
If they made an authentic version, as much as it's not authentic, there's no professional team, but if they made the one with the trim and the 17, I would probably purchase it in the women's
for a
size.
women's fit,
as
absolutely.
long as it doesn't have the V-neck that the first jersey had.
Okay, so
Oh.
you don't like the V-neck because
It's too deep.
too revealing?
I went into the Atlanta United team store
yes.
and I had an open conversation with the lady about it, and she was like, well, I have to wear the men's shirt. The store literally does not allow female employees to wear the female cup because it is that deep.
Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate.
Oh, wow.
Now, that is crazy to
Yeah.
me. Adidas need to sort that out. The King Peach, much, much better job, in my opinion.
Yep.
But that may be just me being a soccer player. I want to be able to technically play in my shirt if I wanted to.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's no V-neck in the men's this time.
No.
So it's just a ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wear the authentic men's also. If there was a women's authentic, I would definitely wear that. But that's just because I prefer how the crest feels. Because the crest is
different.
vastly different on the authentic than it is on the replica.
So we'll find out if we've made enough waves.
Fingers crossed.
If something happens when the kit is revealed, if we'll see anything with the replicas, maybe there'll be stars there, maybe not.
For now, people are just giving
don't
me
know.
gold stars to pin on my
That's
my
right.
stuff.
That's right.
That I just got.
I've
one
been
today.
told
Yeah.
to buy some cheap stickers off eBay. Not
Yeah.
going to happen, guys.
I think the most important thing is that people are educated that this is not about I'm cheap and I'm not.
No.
It's
It's a
about
principle.
It's about honestly, the authentic jersey just does not fit everybody, and so they have to buy the replica.
And we want to be
yeah.
a family, and we all want to support our team, and we all want to wear the star together because, as people said when they started responding to this thread, they can't fit in the authentic, and they were there when we won MLS Cup, and they were crying with the rest of us. They
Or
deserve
they're
a
8
star
years
just
old.
as much.
They're 8 years old. They're a kid. How are you going to take the star away from the kid?
As one of our listeners tweeted, or followers of mine, I can't remember, tweeted. You try telling my 6-year-old daughter why I'm wearing a star and she can't have one.
Exactly.
I don't even want to have that conversation.
No.
Because it's going to happen. Where's mine?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think it's absolutely necessary.
So this is Miggy Monday, so we'll talk a little Miggy. Darren Eales, as we call him sometimes, but no, the real Darren Eales had an interview And I think some of this article by the Chronicle was chopping up some old pieces of interview
I would agree.
that he had, but also maybe just a couple new nuggets in terms of the hard Miggy negotiation, as they call it. The article is at thechroniclelive.co.uk. You can check it out. And basically, Newcastle understood to have made a down payment of around 16 million quid. So I've seen various different things come out about how much money was for and how much money is up to, basically features different clauses.
Yeah.
That's every contact.
Yeah.
Every contract.
Like Nagy had a
nowadays.
bunch of those.
Well, all my contacts have clauses too. I mean, I'm going to be completely fair with that. If you text me so many times, you get deleted.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or an
Good to know.
unfollow clause.
Or an
Definitely
unfollow clause.
unfollow
For
clause.
sure.
Every
for sure.
Twitter
Same with Twitter.
needs-
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Eales said that we were always pretty firm about the figure we wanted. We knew there was an interest at that level, but I'd say I was skeptical given his track record. Talking about Mike Ashley, owner
He's a
of
tight man,
Newcastle.
in case you don't know
yeah.
that.
And Eales not afraid to say that was their understanding of him as well.
I mean, everybody knows that,
So
though.
he said that we would try to get to a figure that was acceptable. But to be fair to Newcastle, in the end, it was a good, hard negotiation. Clearly, Rafa wanted the player, and they had done their homework. He was someone they had thought about. They had done their due diligence and thought, okay, we're going to push the button on this one. He's an unbelievable person as a character. He smiles all the time. And I still say that this Miggy Smiles nickname is BS. This is just made up nonsense. And then in terms of his playing on the pitch, this is an old quote from Darren. He said, or he's just using the same one. He's faster with the ball than without it.
I feel like it's so funny because every time these articles came out, you kept reposting that everybody says this line.
I literally caught it like 7 times in a week period of people saying, Tanner said it, I made fun of him. He said on Atlanta United Fan TV, and I made fun of him for it. But
I feel like that's his catchphrase now.
But I just thought it was. I think
Miguel.
because it's physics. So I mean, it's impossible. But it's
At
just,
least he looks like he does.
yeah. I just why can't you just say he's really fast?
I mean, because he is really fast. He just looks like he's faster with the ball. And Annibal's here dancing.
Annabelle is dancing.
That's another shout out.
What's
He'll be happy.
up?
Yeah.
People are starting to arrive.
It's like every time he listens, he goes, "Oh, another shout out."
So I don't know if this was taken before or after the Daniel Campo interview where Campo went off about all of his complaining, but either way, the Chronicle tried to put it off like this, as bait that you're going to go in there and find out that Eales said something, but all he says is that it was a hard negotiation.
Right.
Which is actually technically a compliment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
actually,
think he's saying he's got good business skills,
Yeah.
and Kelly and I were desperate for Atlanta United not to give in on the price, but
Yeah.
you know what? It sounds like Newcastle did a good job, and Ashley kept his money tight to his chest like he's famous
like
to.
he's always famous
His
for doing.
wallet
yeah.
is like so deep in that back
It's
pocket.
like a fanny pack.
basically
No,
in his
it's like a
legs.
fanny pack where it's like right in front of his groin.
bum
He can-
bag.
Yeah, a bum bag.
Do you think this puts more pressure on Miguel Almiron because of how this all went down? And he's also, it's not just Newcastle eyes. He was like the only big signing during the January transfer window. So it was pretty quiet over there. So there's
Yeah,
even more attention
most of it
on
was
him
Miggy
than
news.
probably would have maybe happened last year. So
No, I think he's got a lot of pressure on him to perform. It's a big jump, a different
Yeah.
style of play, and I hope he gets on for a good 20 minutes and we can see how he adapts. Because I think
would love a full 30 if we can get a full 30. Like he can get it on the 60th minute, but I
I think
honestly
it all
feel
depends
like
on how the game's
Yeah.
going, I guess.
Very
Wolves is
true.
a tough opponent. They've been doing really well.
Well,
And
you were telling me that they make it very difficult for away fans.
Oh, my
You've
God.
been to their stadium.
So Molineux, which is the Wolverhampton Stadium, is the craziest stadium ever. And I'm not sure if it's still the same, but they sit the away fans underneath the home fans.
oh,
So as
That's
you can
interesting.
guess, coins being thrown, water
Oh,
being
no.
thrown. It's the most dangerous place ever. And my dad, in fact, banned us from going.
which by the
After
way,
he already took you there.
Yeah.
yeah, which is so interesting. I actually follow your dad on Twitter now.
What? He's on the Twitters?
Yeah, your dad and I have had Twitter conversations.
We'll keep that. We'll take that offline. I want to talk about this. This is important news.
It's actually really kind of cool.
Andy RFC Charman.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of angry Brexit
Yes.
swaddled in with plenty of
Do
football.
we need to have a Jessica Dad line, like a hotline,
I
so
feel
we
like we
could
do,
dial him in
honestly.
on Hot Topics?
We do.
My dad will be in town in May. We can bring him on.
That would be
His
amazing.
take will be very.
He had a lot of opinions.
Well,
about,
this is unrelegated,
about
so bring it on. Yeah.
He had a lot of opinions about MLS not also selling goalkeeper kits this year.
Oh, I don't like that rule at all. But
Yeah.
then again, they only make one goalkeeper kit for every single goalkeeper in the league.
I heard a rumor that there may be more than one goalkeeper kit this
Two?
year.
Oh.
Two.
Well, it wouldn't matter because we couldn't buy them anyway.
Have we talked about?
No, I
the
mean,
fact-
I mean for
sleeves.
purchase. I mean for
Oh,
purchase.
wow.
I
Yes.
haven't heard that. I've also heard long sleeves are gone.
This is new information that just arrived
But I
last
don't like
night.
wearing long
Late last
sleeves as a
night.
goalkeeper. Is a sucky thing. They get in the way, and I
Yeah.
never
I love how
knew that
I
till
love how
I came
it's
to
long.
England.
Oh, we're at
I love
almost
how
a kickoff.
I love how
And we're at
goal.
kickoff.
Yeah, I love how goalkeeper. No, and Miguel's not playing, so I'm
No.
not. And by the way, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm really not. I mean, I could give a shit less about the Newcastle Wolves. I'm just going to be straightforward. Some people are like, I'm buying NBC Gold so I can
It's
watch
not
Miggy
happening.
every day.
No.
I'm like, get the fuck out. Like,
That's
I
just
love I love
expensive.
Miguel Almiron. I'm not dishing out fucking money just so I could watch him.
I
play.
like my bank account
Yeah.
being full a little bit more than
I'm
Miguel.
like,
Yeah.
we're here.
That makes
Is this
sense.
not enough love? Like, we're here, you know?
Yeah.
So when he comes on, I'll start paying attention.
Goalkeeper jerseys though.
But yeah, the long sleeve is for, and now they are saying they're getting rid of the long sleeve options
Yeah.
for the regular jerseys.
Yep.
It's so bipolar.
You
what's
can't- you
happening.
can't have long
They're
sleeve
getting
options.
They're getting rid of the long sleeve option.
So you
for
have the
jerseys.
grey
Greg
Under
Garza.
Armour
Greg
in the
Garza
right
is
colour.
Yeah,
pissed.
you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has to match. I
Yeah.
got in trouble a lot in college. I had a pink goalie jersey, and the referees be like, "You have to wear pink underneath
You
it.
can't wear black or anything.
It has to match the full
Oh my
extension of the sleeve." So
God.
I was buying a different freaking color Under Armour every season. It was expensive being a goalkeeper.
I'm telling you,
That's
these
crazy.
are this. I'm learning so much with all these kit reveal and
Yeah.
kit changes and all this
But
stuff.
my question is, if there's only two goalie jerseys, if the two goalies are wearing the same goalie jersey, which they do plenty of time, let's say last minute goalie comes up for a corner, that's a little difficult way for the referee and the linesman. Goalie one goes up with his hand. You know,
Yeah.
is it goalie
Yeah.
one or goalie two? That's a kick clash.
But I mean, this is just for the
Kit clash.
this is just for the fans,
Kick
I think.
clash.
So
Kick clash.
it's not like they're discontinuing them for the players. I think it's
Right.
just for the fans.
sales, yeah.
Yeah, they don't. I guess maybe they just weren't selling enough. I don't know.
I mean,
And people in
it
Minnesota,
does get
people in
hot.
Minnesota, Toronto are like, "What the?
you know what? You know it's
Why are you doing this to us?
I like my extremities.
It's cold.
yeah. I think the interesting to me is that it can't be manipulated per market. I mean, we obviously here in Atlanta buy a certain amount of things, and so like a lot of long sleeves
Yeah.
are sold
the
here.
contract with the league.
Well,
Yeah.
MLS
But
just
we
has
have to-
one blanket rule for everyone, as we
Yeah.
found out.
There's,
Yes.
there's good.
Stargate.
There's good and bad. I mean,
Stargate.
there's positives and negatives to that, right? I mean, the positive is it makes it easier to get contracts with companies because there's set numbers. They
Right.
they have it figured out. But at the end of the day, the negative side is you're actually hurting the revenue that's getting streamed to all the owners because they all get a
Correct.
slice of the merch sales.
Right.
Pie.
And if you go and allow Atlanta to print more of the parlay jersey, for example,
Right.
because NYCFC still had like tons left over, they couldn't sell
Yeah.
them.
What?
So instead of
By the
doing
way,
that,
that's still
do
staying the
less
same this
inventory.
year.
Do less inventory for them, more for us, and then you'll sell more and make more money, and
Right.
everybody should be happy. But I also understand, and Tanner, I talked to Tanner about this last night. He had a good point. Once you start doing something custom
Yeah.
for one team,
Yep.
then everybody's going to want to start
They're
doing
the
something.
favorites.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Atlanta United's the
Because we're all
favorite.
children and we can't behave, like
No.
proper adults. So
But we're also a larger market than most MLS teams, and we buy more stuff. So
I know, I understand, I get it, but it's one of those
We
things
can't
where
help being better than
it's not
everyone
gonna
else.
it's not going to happen anytime
in context, it makes sense for us to get certain things, but I do understand the blanket rule
soon.
for all MLS.
And then
MLS teams.
if you break it all up and say, well, each team is responsible for getting their own sponsor, you're going to have some teams that have just
shitty sponsors.
shitty jerseys, like even worse. And then you have, we'll be going out and we'll be hitting up Puma and Nike, and they'll be competing for our business, and
Oh
we'll
my
have the
gosh.
sweetest stuff.
Could you
right?
imagine getting a Nike?
Yeah. So
That'd be so
anyway,
nice.
and although I'm glad it's not Puma, because Puma, if you think you can't fit into the Adidas Authentic, holy cow, Puma.
Reading is Puma. Reading, or I say Puma.
They are like
And
hourglass.
It is the most. I wear like an XL.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'd have to wear a 3XL in the Puma jersey.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and they don't even make that. So, All right.
Sorry, you cannot be a fan.
So guys, since we last met, there was another sort of preseason closed door.
Oh wait, hold on! Breaking
Friendly.
news! Breaking news! Oh, you just presented today, but I still want to see it. So there's been talk about trying to get a Atlanta United Georgia
For
license
3
plate
years?
for 3 years, but they presented it, the Georgia license plate, to the bill was today. Yeah, look at that. It looks awesome.
Let me
So
get a look.
basically, it's the Georgia license plate, and it's got the 5 stripes on the side with a crest in the middle of it.
I
You know
like
what
that.
they're missing, though, is the gold star.
Oh.
I'm sure they'll
Stargate.
they'll remedy that. It was a mock-up. Yeah. There's a lot of
Where's the
You
star?
have to buy the authentic one for the star.
There's a lot of conflicting information about this because my wife, Jenny, started tweeting about this a few weeks ago, and apparently she tagged me in the post, so it started showing up in other people. She was like, "Oh my
I
god!"
actually didn't know Jenny had a Twitter.
She does.
I've seen her tweet once or twice.
She lurks, and so
It's a very wife
so
of Jay comment.
She was
She
like,
lurks.
she's like, I know the petition is happened and that was closed, but I want to find out like what's the real deal. So she called like Department of Transportation.
Yeah.
And she's a paralegal. She
Use your
She
voice.
can find these phone numbers
Right.
to places that we can't, right, and get to people. So she found out what was she was told is that yes, the team is actively already working on this. It's the team has to do this. You could it's not a petition, doesn't mean jack squat. That's not how it works. And so they have to submit the design for approval. And this is that simple. But maybe it's not that simple if there's legislation going on.
Right.
Or I don't know. So maybe the team hit some hurdles with that.
I know
it sounds like, and then she called another place, and they said it had to be a petition. And she's like, but that's not what I was told by the other person.
Yeah.
So it's very confusing. Yeah.
My question is, and because I don't know how this stuff works, but like, my registration for my car comes up in March. If I still have to have the same license plate, but the license plate becomes available at the end of the year, can I get a license plate change?
You still have
you
to
just pay
buy
it.
it.
You have to buy the
You always
plate.
have to buy the custom one anyways.
Yeah,
But
well, I
it
know
costs
that.
money.
But I
They'll
know
print
that.
it with the same code. It will have exactly the same license on it. It's just a
Right.
different
You
pattern.
can order it at any time.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the ordering at any time.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that I had a
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
They want your money. They'll let you order it whenever you
They'll
want.
they'll let me pay them.
Yeah.
But you have
Let
to
me
buy the
pay
authentic
you.
one for the star.
Yeah,
That one's an
exactly.
extra
Yeah.
$30.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's gonna cost
It only
you.
comes
It
in
doesn't
certain
hit,
sizes.
Yeah, it doesn't fit the Honda
And the
fit.
5-stripe
Yes.
colors are a little off, just a little bit, a different color.
A little bit
you
too
can
red.
tell. You can tell because you're like that almost looks pink. That's the replica
that's the
license
replica.
plate.
And then they call
Yeah.
you a cheap one.
That's
Yeah.
right. People are beeping
You're
at
cheap.
People are beeping at you.
Just buy the expensive one. God.
Nice license plate, cheapo. All right. So there was a match though, and it was closed doors, so we relied on. So Seattle last time did for the one that was closed door did a live because they have a live tweet account that just live tweets games. Well, Doug Robertson is sort of our live tweeter for those closed door matches because even for the one that Conti and Jason called that was on video, they weren't even there physically at the game. They were in a different location in Vista. And they had television stream and mics that was all mic'd up and streaming to a studio that then they called it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. But
Secondhand calling.
yeah, but they still had to be in California for it because that's where the company that set it all up was.
Yep.
But we relied on Doug very heavily, and I love Doug, but sometimes, I mean, he it's not his job to live tweet the games. We're grateful that he does, but sometimes it's like corner kick. And it's like, okay.
We only want the goals in the fun plays and the yellow cards.
Yeah.
There was a lot about rain.
There is an art to live tweeting games.
Yeah.
There is. It's difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult to do. It's, just bore the heck out
And
of
like
everybody.
I get that it like never rains in California, and that
Except for the last 2 weeks.
and for the last 2 weeks
That's right.
or the last month or whatever. But it was just like I felt like every tweet was like, God, this rain.
Yeah.
Every photo too has
Yeah.
a freaking rain emoji.
Yeah.
Like even Atlanta United, it's like, come on guys, okay, we see there's like raindrops on the players' faces.
Yeah.
It's raining.
Right.
Come to England.
Maybe it was their contract that it wasn't supposed to rain. I don't know.
Miguel's gonna get used to that.
Yeah. He's
Oh.
gonna
He's in
have
the
to.
north too. Like I'm
Did
sorry.
you see that
Ugh.
video they put out last week where
Of the
of them
wind?
running around and all you hear is they didn't audio check it or anything and
Yeah.
they didn't edit it, they didn't dub it over with music.
They probably did. They probably
And
toned
it's-
it down a little
they
bit.
toned it- they-
That's actually
it was
like
actually
as
10 times worse. They they turned it down.
He's in the north. It's like gusty as hell up there.
All you heard was the whole time. It was like, oh my god.
There was a few yelling in between it, but it was mainly just wind.
Yeah, I was like,
Just
oh,
wind.
good luck, Miguel. I guess all that extra money is to buy some extra clothes, layers. So.
That's why he shaved his head so the hair doesn't go flying.
There you go. So it was 2-2. We scored our first 2 goals in the first half. LAFC, their 2 goals in the second half. PT had a free kick.
Beautiful.
And
it was gorgeous. Yeah.
Sexy football.
There's no question who's taking the free kicks moving forward.
Bye-bye,
Well,
Kevin.
I know
Bye-bye, Kevin.
Well, I mean, Kevin's not always on the pitch, but
no, but if Kevin's on with PT, I think PT's taking it.
Yeah.
Or they can rock, paper, scissors.
Or they can rock paper.
Depending on the location. Maybe if there's certain locations, Kevin's going to do it.
Yeah, see, that's like
On
one
the
of the things
field.
is like when I did think it was interesting when Doug was tweeting, he said, obviously they had a free kick, Pity took it, got the goal, but they said that there was a free kick right after that was at a more difficult angle and Barco took it.
Okay.
It's good that
So I think
PT
it
knows
depends.
his range. That's
Yeah.
a really cool thing.
Or he's just rotating to get
Yeah.
his training. Yeah.
He's like, it's not my turn.
Because Barco is a free kick guy. We've seen it before, and he does the corner kicks. So.
Yeah.
And then the second goal was Gressel, assist by Joseph, but Barco was involved with both goals.
It's the blonde hair.
It's the blonde hair.
He's threading passes 8 yards through legs. He's doing things, nutmegs. He
looks confident,
keeping
right? He
does.
possession in midfield. I mean, and we'll talk about this after the break, but I mean, is he going to be potentially the new Nagby?
Nagby.
I want you
Yeah.
to think about that
I
because we're
mean-
going to talk about that after the break. We're going to break down the whole Nagby situation.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the match, LAFC. That was considered both Bob Bradley and DeBoer put out full-strength squads. They wanted this to be a competition,
They
and
did.
so that was good for us.
Yep.
DeBoer said, I loved his quote after the game. He said he was pleased, but at the same time, Vela just showed his passport
They
and we
let him
let
right
him right through
Yeah.
as Vela scored
My
the
favorite
goal
quote of that.
and got LAFC
Great
back
metaphors.
into the game. Because usually he's very dry, so I'm like, maybe he's got some more of these in his back pocket. So
Yeah, and he probably delivered it pretty dry. He's like probably one of those people that you have to like listen to what they say, and
Yeah.
like he just throws in jokes and just like
You
keeps
can't
going
tell.
on.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
you
You're
miss
like,
it
is
the
he
first
mad?
time.
Is he mad at me? But then it's like you're like, wait, no, that was actually really kind of funny.
Well, guys, we're gonna we'll watch a little of the game. It's about 11 minutes in. It's the 12th
I
minute.
call 0-0, by the way.
Oh,
Do you really?
score predictions. Okay.
We're doing that?
I call 1-0 Wolves.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to be a boring game.
It's-
It's
yeah.
Wolves v Newcastle. It doesn't really
Yeah.
make you salivate.
What about you, Kelly?
I go 1-0 Newcastle.
Miguel?
I'd love for it to be Miguel.
What about you, Annabelle?
Oh, I'm in this?
Oh.
Yeah, he turned on
What's
your
up?
mic.
Taking my hat off so you can see my blonde hair.
Oh, because he is
'Cause I'm
now
a-
the
I'm a-
official blonde influencer.
Unofficial,
I don't
but
know if
Did
you-
you go to the barber up in Alpharetta that the players use?
No, not yet.
Oh, you need
no,
to get
it's
that guy.
still-
Can you get your
Alright.
beard dyed too?
I will. Did you see Donald Glover did it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Charles
yeah.
Gambino, he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was because of me, too.
Yeah.
Influencer.
Things have just started
Influence
happening
everything.
ever since you
Hip-hop, too.
dyed
Like,
your hair.
You never know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
All
wants to
over
go
the place,
blonde now.
yeah.
They see you and they're like,
Is that why that country music artist won because of your
100%.
hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's all related.
Album of the year.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Who knew?
Kelly, score prediction?
I said 1-0
Oh,
Newcastle.
sorry, 1-0 Newcastle.
sorry,
Does
yeah,
Miggy
I-
get the goal? Does Miggy get it?
Sure, yes.
You
he
sound
has
confident in
to.
that.
I mean, I'd love for Miggy to get the goal.
It's the fairy tale.
It's the fairy tale.
Let's do
There
it.
we go.
And we
1-0.
all marry our princes.
Yeah.
How about you? Anna?
Hat trick Miggy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
In
just kidding.
6 minutes.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be the Houston game all over
Right.
again. Yeah.
I'll say 2-1 Newcastle.
All right, cool.
Ooh.
Well, we'll find out.
Oh.
We're gonna get something to eat because they got spaghetti grilled cheese
I'm not doing
sandwiches
it.
here.
Oh, baby girl, you need to. It's so good.
Even if it's just a bite of somebody else's, you gotta try it.
You can have better man.
And
Okay.
yeah, we'll be back here in just a bit. Hey guys,
What's up, everyone?
as you know, we are huge Atlanta Beer Bus fans.
Oh my God, we are the hugest fans.
And you may know because we've given you offers in the past, and now we've got a new offer for you.
You guys are going to be blown away.
If you don't know, Atlanta Beer Bus is Atlanta's only hop-on and hop-off brewery shuttle service.
Yeah, and you can ride between 7 breweries, 1 cidery, and a distillery, and even a MARTA station for only $15 a day.
But guys, Fridays are now happy hour. You can now ride for $10 on Fridays.
You got to be kidding me. $10?
Yeah, so what are you guys doing? Why are you taking expensive Lyft rides or Uber to
Makes
breweries?
no sense. Or having to try to find them on a map or Waze. I
Yeah.
mean, don't do that.
Or trying to designate a friend as a designated driver and punishing him
Oh my
or her.
God, those conversations, they're awful. Those are awful conversations.
Someone's always grabbing the short straw.
Well, I mean, really, it's most likely.
Plus, guys,
me.
as Kelly's favorite, you
Beer
get
nerds!
you get
They're
beer
not
nerds.
beer nerds!
You get beer nerds tours, guys. That means you get somebody that's going to tell you all about the brewery, all about what's new before you even get there, so you don't have to get off and then pause and wait for somebody to give you a tour and all of that. It's all done on the shuttle ahead of time.
They're nerds that love beer.
Plus-
How could you not like them?
Plus, the drivers, they got great taste in music, I hear. So.
Yeah, perfect taste in music.
Yeah. Maybe bring your own mixtape. I don't think they have. Do you think they have cassette tape players?
Oh, for sure.
But listen, guys, Unrelegated listeners now get 20% off daily passes with the promo code UNREL. That's UNREL. And the reason that's cool is because they can now be used on any weekend route.
Any weekend route. That means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And because Fridays, like Jay said, are now happy hour, that means Unrelegated listeners can ride the bus on a Friday for just $8.
Now listen, the offer is limited to one person per weekend and cannot be combined with other offers, but that doesn't matter because you only need one day to get through these breweries, guys.
You only need one. And you know what? If you want any more kind of cool tidbits and other facts about them, you can follow them at ATL Beer Bus on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
And you can visit them at atlantabeerbus.com for full details, as the daily routes may change on occasion. So go there, check it out, see what the routes look like, and then go ahead and use your code.
Atlanta Beer Bus, people. Create your own beer adventure.
What are you waiting for? Go do it. And we're back after the Newcastle match. 1-1. A late goal by Wolves to even it up when the goalkeeper just looked like he was a disaster. He looked very nervous that last 5 minutes.
Very nervous.
He was in the wrong place during corner kicks. It was just, he knew something was going to happen.
I mean, last 5 minutes, most dangerous time for a goalkeeper, particularly with a scoreline like that. You've got to really just get rid of everything. I think he should have punched it. I think he waited so long for that ball. And fair play to the Wolves player. Take a risk. He took a risk and it paid off. So I think 2 goalkeeper mistakes for both goals. It would have been a 0-0, like I predicted, if it wasn't for two shitty goalkeeping plays. So not the best one for any young aspiring goalkeepers out there.
No,
do not
for sure
copy
not.
these 2 guys' technique because it was shitty.
For sure. But you know what, though? Once Miggy came on the pitch, he was electric. I mean, he really was. It was great on the ball.
What did he come on, the 70th minute or 65th minute?
70th.
He got 20 minutes.
72nd minute.
What did I say? 20 minutes.
And yeah, every time he got the ball, he looked dangerous. He was getting fouled in midfield, drawing fouls, creating chances, doing defending. He looks like he just glided into Newcastle.
If only there was quality players around him to get the ball to him.
He never missed a beat. Now he just needs to actually get the ball sent to him. So.
They need to figure out a way to give the ball to Miggy. I mean, I feel like right now they're trying to play with it in the midfield, and it's just not going anywhere.
And I mean, Newcastle's biggest error was trying to defend a 1-0 lead. You've got to be stupid. They're trying to waste time, and then they get dispossessed. I mean, if they'd have played that ball to Miggy when he was open, give him a chance, or finish that shot when he put that beautiful goal. 1-0 is such a dangerous score. Why are you defending that? You know?
Now we've learned and Miguel's learned what he's going to deal with is a team facing relegation, and we'll see if
begging for the ball.
We'll see if he can be a changing factor in that relegation battle.
Fingers crossed.
I think we saw some pieces of flair, so I'm excited.
That's not the last. I mean, like that would be the last thing I would want from Miggy, to join the Newcastle team and then immediately get relegated. That would be like.
I mean, tough shit. That's what he went into. So he knew
Yeah,
what he was
it's all
getting
on him.
into. That's part of the
Let's
game.
bring relegation to MLS.
I don't feel bad. I mean, he knew what he was getting into.
Lord.
So it's big money. So you got big time things happening. So he wanted to be the star. He wanted to be the pinnacle of
He wanted
a
the
game
big
changer
bucks.
and the big
He wanted
money.
the
There you
Gucci.
go. No more kids gloves. We have a guest, a little community corner here. If you guys follow or know about Waka Tata Flame.
Yes. I'm under the Twitter handle Waka Tata Flame.
Yes.
I foolishly introduced myself to Jay as Gouda and forgot he has no idea who Gouda is.
Yeah.
No
idea.
I'm Waka Tata Flame. It's a new site that I created basically for my own selfish reasons to build up my skills. I'm a web developer and web designer, and I wanted to make something to learn these skills and to add to it, and I wanted to do something I was interested in. So I figured kind of taking after Jay's example and everyone on the podcast example of putting your heart into something that you really like to do.
Not selfish,
Yeah.
not selfish,
Yeah,
smart.
I mean, use it or lose it, right? It's the same thing when I make videos. Like, if I learn something new, I immediately go make a video and use those things that I learned, because otherwise it's just going to evaporate out of my brain.
It's like speaking a language.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the website that you just started and kind of, what's living there? What do you plan on putting there?
Currently, one of the things that I do kind of for regular content is a podcast roundup. So, unfortunately for your guys, last week you had the glitches with iTunes as I was like
and
in the middle of doing
now.
Which is back up, yeah.
As of this podcast.
So you guys will be one of the regular features on there for a podcast roundup. I highlight some other ones like the Cooligans for the Culture,
Right.
And all the other ones, the Home for Dark channel.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been fans of all you guys for a while, so
thank you.
doing that was.
We've interacted with your Twitter handle for quite a while as well.
yeah. The Twitter handle.
Amazing to put a face to a name.
Shirt from
Yeah.
the Home Before Dark crew.
Nice.
From the Clarkson FC
Yeah.
time.
Love that.
I have no affiliation with Nottingham Forest.
I was wondering. I was like, man, Notts Forest? That's a strange one. You don't see many of those
With
around.
the away days, those away days kits, I just always assume people
Yeah,
are
you
ordering
always-
from there when they have weird kits on. So, one of the things that you had on there is also just music events going on.
Yeah, so one of the things I do is looking for events that are coming up that interest me, but the ones that I really want to focus on are ones from Atlanta artists. So what I'll do is I kind of go through the Spotify list of they have a new music list that comes out every Friday. And I go through and I check which artists are from Atlanta, especially the ones I haven't heard of. So I found some really cool ones on there from Summer Walker and Lucky Day that had released EPs. So that's not on my radar normally, hearing of EPs. But since they're from local artists, I look up when they have events coming up. I do a little review, and I send it out on there. And I'm kind of looking, if anyone listening has any particular Atlanta music artists that they want to have get promoted or have events coming up or new music coming out, please reach out to me because I'm looking to expand that side of things on the music side as well.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
That's
Love
really
that.
good.
Well,
That's awesome.
I appreciate you joining us. What's the website so people can find you?
It's at WakaTataFlame.com. Jason Longshore always makes fun of the name.
Yeah.
He says it's his favorite one out of the people that call in. Yeah, it's at WakaTataFlame.com. And
How did that name come about?
I thought it would be fun because I was doing a sports and music site to find an Atlanta musician and an Atlanta United
And
player.
Tata had
or
to
a
bloody
coach.
leave and go to Mexico.
But I feel like
How
I
selfish.
feel like he's just
How
part of our, the,
selfish.
the
I'm never gonna
legend
look
of
back
Atlanta.
and have like ill feelings towards
No.
No.
So I don't have a problem with it. And then with Waka Flocka being so involved with traveling to New York,
Right.
And then he's like our away fan. I'm pretty
He's
sure
our
he probably gets
mascot at
paid
this
to go
point.
over there, but it's kind of he's super into it.
When
like,
are your hoodie capes being released? Your hoodie capes.
Yeah. And EMLS, he's done stuff with EMLS and FIFA.
And like between him and Archie Eversole, like it's just like it's really cool to
we
see.
need to get Waka on here. We need to talk to Archie.
Yeah, we
because
do.
We've had Archie on, and we need to have Waka and some of
He
these
was
other
just
guys.
on with the
FTC
Atlanta TV
or Atlanta
guys.
Fan TV. Okay.
And,
yeah, Archie. Yeah.
And he was great. Like listening to him, like
Yeah.
he is a true fan about it.
For
He's a
sure.
character.
It's
Oh,
not-
absolutely.
Like it's not like they just had to call him up and explain to
No.
him to hammer down Spike what the team was about.
He's
Get
a
into it.
character. He's a
Yeah.
character.
I
I,
mean,
met him
he
at the
was-
tailgate. A
Since
real
day one.
character.
Since day
he
one,
was
yeah.
7 cocktails in with us and still able to list off player names and talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
Atlanta
excited
United,
about the
so-
Newcastle move
Yeah.
too. Just hearing him talk about that. So
Yeah.
this was a really cool experience, and I appreciate you guys, inviting me out because I have very little Premier League knowledge because I'm one of the fans that jumped on board when we got a team for MLS. So
Yeah.
this is kind of cool for me to see what the hopeful progression of our players will be.
Right.
And watching how smoothly that Miggy fit in on the field today was just saying
He's
it's like
plugged right in,
we're not
yeah.
retirement league. We're
No.
bringing people up on the way up that will fit into these bigger teams. So it was really cool to see that.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I'm so glad that you were here, that you joined us today at Hudson FC. Do us a favor, go grab Devon because Devon's going to join us and talk. If you follow Atlanta Fan TV, you may recognize him from Transfer Dailies, and we're going to talk a little bit about transfers. So, go give Devon
And
a
also
shout.
maybe,
guys.
also maybe his hair because his
Thanks.
hairstyle's very,
Yes.
very certain hairstyle.
So while
What's his
Waka
hair?
Tata is
It's
getting...
like all shaved on one half, and then
I've
there's
never
other
seen
half
his
that's got
hair.
hair.
yeah, while
it's really cool looking.
He changes it up now and then.
When's he dyeing it blonde?
Yeah, well, maybe he'll
I'll make him take
show
his
the
hat off
locks
right now
when he gets here.
When
He'll let him flow.
He's slowly crawling out of
So
the
while
booth.
Devon's coming over here, anything else that stood out to you about the match today, or Miggy in particular?
It was a very level match. I feel like neither
it's
team
one way to
was
put it,
better
yeah.
than the other.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen Miggy get a little bit more minutes in, but I do think that Newcastle was comfortable at a 1-0, and they try to expand that as long as they could.
Yeah, it's one of those you don't make changes unless
I think
you
they should
need
have
it.
put him in much sooner. As soon
Oh,
as the goal was
100%.
scored, boom, put him in, put some pressure on.
And use his pace.
Yeah.
I was more hopeful for a halftime
Hey.
substitution. Hey,
I was
Devon has
wanting-
joined us.
Hi.
What's going on,
we need
everybody?
to see your hair. We were talking about your hair.
Yeah, there we go.
See, one half is shaved and the other is.
It's actually a
Fascinating.
mohawk. So, like, if you go straight down the middle, it's shaved on both sides, but it just falls because of my natural part to one side. So.
Makes sense.
So.
No, so I was hoping for at least 30 minutes.
Yeah,
which
he
is
came
what
on
I
at
wanted.
72 minutes.
Yeah.
So, it felt a little short, but his burst was there.
He looked fine.
He had one opportunity where if Rondon actually puts him on net,
In
he's
the
taking a
box,
shot. So,
Yeah.
he looked crisp. He looked ready to play, which I was more hopeful that he would come on at halftime because it was 0-0. And
Right.
to lose 2 points like that.
Yeah.
The
And-
goalkeeper looked very nervous at the end. We talked about.
in the last few seconds
and I know
of
there
the
was
match,
his
too.
hands were on him, but at the
Nah,
same
you
time,
gotta be stronger.
His positioning was all over the place near the end of the match, anyways.
Just
Well,
look at
and-
his legs, though. I think
and
you as a
Dubravka,
goalie-
yeah, absolutely. He brought his knees high without any hand control, really, and it almost looked like an own goal off of him.
Yeah.
It did. It really did.
At that point, too, in your six, you have no excuses.
Yeah.
like having played goalkeeper, like that's your spot. Like,
Yeah.
Anything in the
Anything
6-yard
in the 6
box,
is
if you
yours.
don't get that, that's all on you. And
Yeah.
honestly, at that amount of time, you know the referee's about to blow the whistle. You don't have to
It's
catch
like
it.
he was looking for an
Punch that shit.
excuse.
He wanted
Yeah.
the foul.
Punch
He was
the
playing
ball.
for the foul.
Yeah, he was.
Goalies are overprotected, right?
He was, and he was thinking, the ref's going to blow this down. There's no way.
He was
he's-
confident. You saw
And
his
he should
face. He
just
wasn't
play
even
the ball
panicked when the
instead
goal
of
went
worrying about
in.
that stuff.
And you
Yeah.
saw his own defenders were even looking at him, saying,
Yeah.
"What happened?
What are
Why
you
didn't you
doing?
do? What are you
Right.
doing?"
He just waited. I think the biggest mistake you can make in goalkeeping is taking too long to go get the ball. He waited for the perfect moment to catch it. There is no perfect moment to catch it
Well,
when
did
you've
you
got
see
another
the
guy on
goalkeeper's
you.
response? He looked right at the defenders and said, "This is Newcastle. This is how we do it."
Right. Well, let's also
My lord.
let's also be 100% honest. I mean, like, those defenders were watching the ref for the blow of the whistle.
Yeah.
It was starting to press. It was 93.5, 93
These
and
guys get paid
45.
too much money to switch
Yeah.
off like that.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, you've put in so much work. You've put in a full shift to give it away on literally the last kick of the match.
He's got a big challenge
Yep.
ahead of him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but on the positive side, yes, they dropped 2 points, but that was on the road. And I honestly think that if you would have gone in and told Newcastle, hey, you're going to be on the road at Wolves, which is a top 10 Premier League side, and you're gonna steal a point from them, you probably would have taken it. But then to have it happen in that
Yeah,
fashion,
right.
it's just a kick in the nuts.
Before the game, he would have taken it, but
Yeah.
once you're 1-0 up with 90 plus 3 minutes on the board, you cannot switch off. They always say it to all the kids we coach, play to the whistle. Don't freaking stop until the game's over. And they switched off. Goalie thought he had his shutout. And
You were
I'll tell you, as a
100%
goalie,
until at least 5 minutes after that
he's
whistle
going to
blows.
lose sleep on that tonight.
Absolutely. And what's crazy is Dubravka's been so good for them. I remember when he first came over to the club last year, he helped them beat Manchester United with a 1-0 shutout. So I mean, like, he can fly. He can, and it seemed like today he was making the big saves, but it was that last minute just.
Any of the set pieces, he looked off.
Concentration.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all concentration. Goalkeeping is 100% mental, and his mental wasn't tough enough there.
As you would say, Jess, over where you're from, he bottled it.
He's a bottle job.
It's a bottle job.
Bottle job.
And Devon, we have you on a good time because we're going to talk transfers a little
Yeah.
bit. It looks like it's been reported Nagby. Well, it was confusing. Is he training? Then he wasn't training. Now he's not training again.
Right.
And reports that he's wants to force a move, or there's interest from Columbus. However you want to frame it.
Right.
It looks like Nagby's probably not going to be here for the remainder of the season, and that's the first one. And the second one is McCann was waived.
Right.
So
Both big money moves.
Yeah.
I mean, so we'll start with Darlington Nagby. I've been kind of trying to talk people off ledges. He's only been here one season, and he was hurt for a large part of it.
Very mad.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I mean, he's a
didn't
big name.
understand it.
He's a big name.
Someone
He's
named a pug after him. Of course
Yeah, of
he's
course.
mad.
I'm
Well-
just like, this is business.
right,
If the
and
guy wants
he's
to
a
go-
quality player. Here's the other thing. Like I've been trying to tell everybody, he's from Lakewood, Ohio. He went to Akron. He played with Caleb Porter at Akron and with Portland. Caleb Porter is now, of course, the new head coach of Columbus. So sometimes it's just a synergistic fit. And a guy wants to go home. He's got 3 young kids. They're about to start school.
He's going to look out for number one.
Yeah,
himself.
absolutely. He's also
Yeah.
28, about to be 29 in July.
And if he wants to finish his career off there under Porter and
Right.
make more money,
Right.
I mean-
why would you not do
that was the other thing. He's due a raise, and
Yeah, because he was stuck on his old contract
Yes.
when he came over here.
he
we
came
got him
over
for
on
a,
the. We got him for a steal. We got him for basically a TAM deal and a GAM deal. But what it comes down to for me is, with the men's national team doing a youth movement, he's not really looking at playing, for the men's national team that much
Right.
moving forward. So why not be comfortable? Why not settle down? So many players are not afforded that opportunity. Look at a guy like Breck Shea, who plays at Stoke and then Vancouver and then Orlando and Dallas. And, for somebody to be able to say, it's going to be my big contract, I've got 3 young kids, I want to go home and play home with a coach that I'm comfortable with, as long as it nets us a return, I'm fine with
I don't
it.
think there's any animosity.
None at all.
I think the team, Caleb Porter probably wants him there. Otherwise, why would it have gotten to this stage?
Right.
Yeah.
If he's not training, it tells me they want to protect him from
Yeah,
That's
getting an
100%
injury.
what that tells me.
The
And they're
worst
in the
thing he
middle
could
of
do would be pulling a
negotiations.
hamstring or
Correct.
get a knock.
And maybe
or,
they're in the middle of negotiations. Arthur Blank has a connection with that family that now has deep pockets.
Right.
That purchased the Columbus Crew, and so it could be.
think
It just
that-
makes sense to happen.
I think it's, obviously we'll miss Nagby, but I think and I've said this before on pretty much anything since the starting of this year, our depth is unreal now.
Right.
And I really feel like it would be not that it would be unfortunate to miss him, but we would be fine. I think it's the same thing that we had with the Carmona sale of last year.
The
where
funny
it was
thing
sort
is,
of
most
last
people
minute.
that are upset are not upset because they think we're going to lose depth.
I think they're
They're
upset
just
about
mad emotionally
Nagby.
because they feel he owes us something. And I'm like, he doesn't owe us shit.
No, he won a
it's just not how this
championship here.
works.
He won a
Yeah.
championship here,
What
and
do you
also
want? He performed well.
There's no
And
loyalty in soccer. I
the
hate
same-
I think people have to realize that,
Especially in
people
our
don't-
team,
yeah.
in our league with caps and stuff like that.
And the
There
same
can't
people-
be loyalty. Look at the freaking drafts, the way you have to release players.
Yeah, we can't keep everybody.
And the same people that are angry about that are going to be the same people that are going to be like, well, why don't you ever give Carlton any minutes? Well, he can't get in front of Darlington Nagby.
Right, yeah.
How are you going to get in front of Barco? How are you
give
gonna,
some youth some opportunity.
There's only
Osiedu,
11. There's
yeah.
only 11 players
Yeah.
that can play on the pitch. There's only 18 that you can dress. So there's always going to be players that you're going to want to promote from. I want to see Gordon Wild this season. I'm itching to see what Anderson Osiedu can do. But when you start thinking about that, like, where is Carlton going to play? When is Lagos Cougar going to break into the first team? When is Okonkwo going to break into the first team? When is Chris Goslin going to? So you just start going down, and it's just like, okay, we have a glut of talent on this squad. So you can't really get attached to players. I keep telling people, don't get attached to P.T. Martinez. Like, if he
He's
comes
not
in
gonna
and
be here for long.
if he comes in and does the trick that we all expect, there's going to be a big not just Newcastle.
Not Newcastle.
It's not
Exactly.
even that we expect, it's what we've already started seeing.
Right.
So it's already prevalent that he's going to come in and start doing things that
Yeah. If he
that are
comes
going
in
to
and
be drawing a lot of eyeballs.
if he comes in his double-digit goals before the All-Star, the All-Star game
Right.
time, or before the July window, don't be surprised.
Don't be
like I
upset,
said,
no.
if you start getting the Real Madrids and
You
the
can't
Juventus
showcase yourself as this middleman step between like the Latin leagues to then give them exposure. You can't showcase yourself as that and expect them to come if you're going to hold on to them and cling
Right.
on and expect them not
And
to
if
leave.
We're not going to be able to keep every player.
And if we
No.
replace
Right.
Nagby, it's not going to be a 1-for-1. We're not going to go and find. We're not going to find a signing for that kind of money at this point. It has to be
With
in
the transfer
MLS
window closed,
or a
no.
free agent.
I
So
I also
just-
think people are dramatically undervaluing what Eric Rometti came in and did when
Correct.
Nagby
I
went
love
down.
Aaron and
Eric.
Rometti are playing in the middle together
Yes.
in some of the
Our
sessions.
I honestly think he was probably one of our best signings last year.
Absolutely.
Well, and for him to slide in July, like when he did, and Nagby had just gotten hurt, and everybody was like, "What are we going to do?"
Right.
And he came. I remember that first match he came in at the Benz, and
like
it was
been
just
playing
like
there all year.
it's like he'd been playing there forever.
Forever.
And then he never relinquished the spot. Like
No.
when did Rometti miss a match?
I don't remember a match after
He's a
that
tank,
that he
man.
was ever.
Yeah.
And what I
Because
love
it
about
was,
him is
it
you
was
don't
either
talk about
Nagby
him.
and Rometti, or it was Rometti and the Rentwins.
Yeah, exactly. So and yeah, you just said it right there. You didn't sub Rometti at all
No.
when he came in. It was July until
I think
December. He played
Barco
every
could
match.
play as a number 8 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we
I
saw it in
expect
the
big
midfield.
things.
His possession, his ability to hold on to the ball.
I
He
expect
looked really
such big
sharp.
things out of him this year.
Looked really sharp.
I mean, he's been showing it in preseason. I also think that there's a lot of players on this team that can play multiple positions.
Right.
And do well.
We're a
I mean,
versatile squad. Our squad isn't set in like positions where they have to play there. There's that
think it's
flexibility.
also very
and that's
important.
such a
Shout
good
out to
thing.
the man Breck Shea, who's just going to play the left side. You know,
I
just
can't
lock
believe
down
how
the
tall
left
he
side.
is.
It's so deceptive.
He's so
if
weird
Bella
to
doesn't
look
get a
at.
start above him.
No, I'm saying like Breck can play left mid. Breck can play
Right.
left whatever you need. I mean, so I think he and Bello are kind of locked. I think ultimately Bello wins that out just because of the future. Hopeful potential resale value of a George
Right.
Bello, but I
But
think
it's a nice,
Oh, yeah.
thing to have going into CONCACAF, knowing that we're
Absolutely.
going to have to switch off between
Well,
players.
and to be honest, you can put him up front to try and hold on to a game too, because he can hold
He's
possession.
huge and he
Right.
just holds
Yeah.
the ball.
Yeah, and so he
It's
can
so
be
funny-
used as that like Romario type
Shout out to the
as
homie
well.
Breck Shea.
So, yeah.
I literally, every time I watch him or see him in photos with our team, it looks like he's playing with a squad of like college kids.
Yeah.
And he's just the adult there.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
It's me.
Well,
soccer in the
that's what
streets.
got me was I think it was you, Jay, that posted the picture of Lorenowitz and McCann and how it was like the breaking up of the friendships.
Yes.
And I responded how it had to look like to Carlton and Goslin and Kunga, it had to look like Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon
Yes.
from Grumpier Old Men.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's like,
It's two old guys.
what is this little Pumpy Pete Post Malone guys? Doesn't anybody listen to Aerosmith
so
anymore?
lost.
I got some CDs you can listen to.
But he does. He does listen to Larry listens to CDs.
Yeah, I know.
So,
And drinks Busch Light, apparently.
Yeah.
McCann's heading out. Gaynor McCann tweeted out a lovely tweet. Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful.
Everybody except ATL Trains,
right,
apparently.
who just had to get that last jab in at the end.
Yeah, and they're
about
already
harkening back to the pub experience that
God.
Gaynor McCann
With the
had. I'm
kids.
like, all right, even I had let it go. Like it's happened a long time ago. But either way, I wish them all both the best. And Nappy hasn't left yet, but McCann will be fine. Someone will pick him up for a lower wage than his $500,000.
They're
lot
already
lower wage.
packing.
It's,
So
it's such a relief for our cap because he was we're using up valuable TAM to try and. He's at the 500. He was right at that
he was
mark.
he was at
Sorry,
the he was at the big
right
mark.
At the edge. Yeah.
Plus, everybody forgets like when you win championships and you do it with players that are in the second year of their contract, like a Gressel or like an LGP.
Those
you're
guys need bigger
gonna have
paydays.
to pay some people.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
And they're gonna and those guys, that money is gonna be used to pay them more. Because if we want to hold on to
'Cause we
them,
wanna keep them.
They could, because an LGP, we know he could take a pre-contract at the summer, and he could adios if we don't give him more money. So this is all.
It's a
I
business.
think, gonna
Soccer is a business.
As I've learned, I think I tweeted out when someone was like, I forget who it was, but they were maybe it was DeAndre Jackson was saying, remember Jay when we thought we'd never people told us that we'd never do this or never do that, and then it happened. And I basically said, yeah, the only thing I've learned in the last 2 seasons is that I know jack shit, that the team has this under control.
Yeah.
And whatever's happening,
I said that too. I was
is
like,
happening for a reason.
I've stopped questioning Carlos and Darren just because the minute I start going, but it's like
Yeah.
foot in mouth immediately. So it's kind of one of those things like none of us thought that we would have brought in Miguel Almiron 2 years ago from Lanús. Nobody thought we were bringing in PT Martinez as a replacement. It's kind of one of those things.
Even the preseason, because I was listening to Soccer Down Here today, they announced the lineup of the preseason match, the first one we ever had, because today is our anniversary for the one, and Joseph Martinez wasn't even starting.
Right.
He
And he was
wasn't even-
originally a left winger because Kenwyn Jones was supposed to be
Right.
the center striker. And
Right.
had Kenwyn not had the injury issues, we would have played a much different, less free flowing, more center striker target forward player. But look how amazingly things change. I mean,
Yeah.
this
You can't
team
think
is,
of this team without Joseph.
No. But you almost had to.
You almost had to, for sure.
So what's your favorite McCann moment?
There's a bunch of them, but I still think my favorite one is when he's on the bus in the parade where he's holding the
Toss
cardboard
up
sign
beer.
that says, "Does anybody
With
have
Larry?
beer?"
With Larry? Yeah. My favorite is when he gets red carded.
That's what I was going to say. Within a couple of minutes. And he just stood on the sideline like,
And
please
VAR
don't let it
was
happen.
just implemented.
Oh, that's
and
right,
it was
that
like-
did
And
happen.
everyone in the stands
In
was
the
like, did
first
he just
minute-
fucking come on?
And
And it was
red
Benny
card at the first
Fellhaber
minute.
who did the biggest jump and roll and
But it was a rash move. Like
was a
that
rash
was a
move.
crazy. Why do you make that tackle
That
in
was
the
a-
first
when they
minute of
brought back
game?
the VAR, it was
Yeah.
so funny because McCann goes in and Fellhaber's like a yard away and jumps.
Yeah.
And it's kind of one of those things like, had there been any contact at all? Yes, absolute red.
Right.
But it was so, it was like from me to you, Jay, right now.
Yeah.
And Fellhaber goes up, rolls, looks up for the
Can you
referee.
imagine how
and
Tata
then
would have
rolls
treated him if he'd have been
again.
sent
Right.
off
Oh
in
my
the
God. I
first
just
minute of
remember
the
in that
game?
match, it was a couple minutes
Yeah,
in.
it was like 3
Did
minutes.
we end up
in.
winning 4-0?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
because that was
slaughtered
the
them,
one where
but-
they all got angry, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was Philadelphia.
Yeah. 2 red cards on
They
that
got,
game.
didn't they get the
No,
guy
that was
who got the red
LAFC.
card in the-
That was
Yeah, that's right.
LAFC.
Excuse me, you're right, you're
Because it was Fellhaber. It was
5-1.
Right.
I thought it was
That was
4-0.
6-1.
No, that was 4-0.
Well, it was a
I'm
big
almost-
score.
Yeah.
I thought we beat LAFC by like 4 or 5 goals.
No,
but
we
anyways.
beat LAFC by 6.
But
or
I just
5.
think, can you imagine how he felt in that moment?
You're
Like,
right.
you
Somebody
played for
scored
3
late.
minutes.
Yeah.
Bella scored late or something like that.
Anyways,
I'll
he
look it
didn't-
up later.
Vela didn't show his passport in that game.
No, he did.
Moving on, guys. We have some upcoming events. We have the kit launch, which I want to talk a little bit about because we're Jess, are you going to be at the kit launch on Friday?
Of course I am.
Kelly will be there.
With my papa.
Devon will be there. AJ. I think
AJ's going to Spain, so I'm
that's
actually
right.
going to be taking
AJ
over
will
for
be
him.
there,
Right,
so
that's
Tanner
right.
will be there.
Yes.
We will all be there. We will be. Come find us. We want to talk to you. Want to
For
find
sure.
out what you think
Come
about
say
what happens.
hi.
Stars for all.
If Roger Bennett doesn't put you all to sleep, we'll talk a little bit about it.
I'm really interested to see what his role is. I mean, I know obviously he's
His
a
role
presenter,
is to
but
kiss our ass like he does.
Tell
That's
us
their
how
thing.
much he
They
loves
tell us how
Atlanta.
much Atlanta's amazing.
You guys rule.
and all this stuff, and wave out a big American flag to remind everybody that he's an American now.
Oh my gosh, stop.
But anyways,
America.
I know that a lot of our listeners love Roger Bennett, so props to him. But
Don't
it's not-
unfollow us,
he's
'cause
not
Jay's a
represent
hater.
Atlanta. I just don't know why we have him here. We like to do things where we bring in Atlantans and keep it.
Well, you never know. I mean,
ATL,
I'm
and
quite hopeful
Kevin
that a
Egan is
big
part
boy.
of that ATL family. I don't understand why Kevin Egan isn't doing it.
you know what they're gonna do? They're just gonna actually bring out Outcast.
Yes.
Because
Thank
they
God.
didn't
the
pull it
little
off for the
jacket.
I'm
Super Bowl.
hoping it's just Roger Bennett talking for
Speaking
10
on the
seconds.
jackets from Super
Yeah.
Bowl, I ordered one with 2-day shipping, and it's
I
not
knew that was
here.
gonna be a
And I
farce,
haven't
dude.
got the email, and I emailed them,
It's a fake.
and I said, "Where's my money?" Because they drafted that money, and they took that $45.61 for shipping, so it was like $238.
$45 for shipping.
It was 2-day shipping.
That's karma. That's karma.
It was 175
Anyone pay
bucks.
It was
$40
halftime
for
of the
shipping.
Super Bowl. I wasn't watching the Super Bowl, but
That
that's
thing was dope.
But I saw
That's
that
a-
tweet
yeah,
of the
it's a dope
jacket. What
jacket.
does it say on it?
Atlanta.
ATLians.
Yeah,
ATLians on the front. It's the Outcast jacket they're wearing during
And
the Super
I
Bowl.
bought one.
And when I saw that they were offering different shipping options, I knew that they were going to get flooded with orders.
And they
They were not
can't
going to
handle
handle
it.
it.
They're not
Because
gonna be
this is
able to.
rappers running their shop on their website. And I was like, these are not experts. They're gonna something's gonna get screwed
And I was
up.
order number 1086
But
if you're
Devin-
listening.
But Devin has faith, and he put the money down. I did not, so I'm not.
I want my shipping
I
back.
had
Jay
$0
won,
shipping.
Devon nil.
And I made a tweet with the meme where the Spider-Man's pointing at each other, and that's gonna be us at the tailgate when everybody's wearing the
Everybody's
fucking
wearing the
jackets.
Everybody's
jackets.
gonna be wearing them.
Yeah, because they're going to show up like
Twinsies.
they're going to show up on 419 the day before their concert in downtown.
For sure. For
That
sure.
And be like,
Smart.
yeah, here's your 2-day shipping. You'll actually have it for our concert on 420.
So that's Friday, February 15th at Mercedes-Benz. It says 6 p.m., but we have conflicting that it's still going to start at 7, but you better get your butts there well early because it's going to be in the middle of rush hour in Atlanta
Me and
on a
Jess
Friday.
are birding to the stadium.
I really
Yeah,
think
Marta
the
there
bird
if you
is the
can.
better idea.
I have a silver deck lot, but I'm also only 2 miles from the stadium, so that's a lot different if you're trying to come in from
Correct.
OTP.
Peachtree City.
So,
Correct.
yeah. Also, upcoming matches, we have one more preseason game, right?
We
LA
only have one
Galaxy.
more against LA Galaxy.
One more against Galaxy. Of course, it'll probably be closed,
closed.
Closed
and not
one.
visible for the world. So.
And that one's
I think it's still going to be the same way that they did the LAFC game, where
But-
we get the live tweeting.
But
and
then
the
we get the
videos.
ones that matter, like Herediano. I'm so
Yes.
excited for that.
Yeah.
But if you live out in LA and you're in that area and you're a LA United fan, you could probably sneak into Cal State Fullerton. It's not like they're hosting an LAFC.
Yeah.
Just pretend you're a
training ground.
student. Just be
So
lost, a
you
little
might-
lost
you know,
college
I
kid.
just think that's probably.
And you
probably
can
catch
email
it.
that
Yeah.
footage to at
That's
J
right.
underscore
Live
Riddle
Periscope.
on Twitter.
Just add us when you live Periscope it. Pull out some Bielsa tactics, right? So
Who's your source, Jay?
that's coming up. February 21st is Atlanta kicking off the
First
CCL
one in Costa Rica.
against Herediano in Costa Rica.
Yep.
And just got word that Jason and Mike Conti will be there doing a live radio call.
Heck yeah.
So they are getting flown by their radio station.
So
to,
This
to
is
make that call.
crazy.
It is crazy.
This is crazy, guys.
It is crazy, and I know that a lot of people said there's probably not going to be a lot of watch parties because that game
It's
starts
10 p.m. on a
p.m.
Thursday.
late.
Can we start a GoFundMe to get Conti on a zip line?
Oh my God.
Oh my! I don't think he would do it.
Oh, come on.
I don't think Mike
Longshore and
You
Conti.
can't risk losing Conti.
No, but
Yeah,
have you
no.
seen the Costa Rican zip lines? I mean,
Yes.
those things are amazing. I would
Yeah.
love to see Longshore just like doing a breakdown of,
You know who I
of
would
the
love?
Herediano match while on a zip line.
What
Like,
would you love, Kelly?
I would love to see Remedi on a zip line because I feel like outside of Yamil, he's our next most animated
He's
player.
a giggle monster.
He
if you ever
is.
watch him when he's on
And you
Joe
know what?
Santana
Apparently-
shows and IG stories.
He's so
apparently, he's a
silly.
FIFA monster too. Apparently, he destroyed Rated Hugo.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Like the videos were going down. They were doing
They weren't playing
a Rated
around.
Hugo versus the team
Barco
players
and,
on the Twitch
Escobar.
channel.
Yeah.
And Remedi was apparently the grand champion of everybody. So
Oh wow, nice.
shout out to
Nice.
Eric Remedi, the tank.
Yeah,
Heck
we
yeah.
got to get hooked up with Hugo
And then
as well.
The
That'd be-
next match after the 21st is obviously the one that's here at Fifth Third Bank in Kennesaw.
Yep.
That's against Herediano again. It's the
Everyone's
second
going,
leg of the
right?
match is on the
Everyone's
28th.
there.
What?
Everyone's going, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's going to that. We got to be
Everyone's
tailgating
there'll
at
be
that.
tailgates,
Yeah.
Terminus Legion of a tailgate. I'm not sure if Faction will yet.
We're coming out with a soccer tennis net. Bring it on, bitches.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
no
kicking.
one can challenge me.
We're gonna be kicking all the college kids off campus early. So don't go to school on Thursday. We'll be there
Take
at noon.
Friday off work.
Yeah, we'll be there at noon.
Prepare yourself for a long morning the next day.
Well, Devon, thanks for coming on. Is there
Yeah,
anything else
man.
you want to plug? Where can people find you and all
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. I mean, I'm at Devon for real. Of course, you can find my videos with Atlanta United Fan TV. So yeah, we're gonna be doing, like you said, the kit reveal will be there. We're out here. We're gonna be everywhere. I mean, it's gonna be a big season. I think everybody's excited about everything that's going down. And I'm actually, like I've been telling everybody, I've been working on this this new segment called Tats with Breck, where I'm gonna go get a tattoo. I promised everybody I'd get the star and the crest when we won MLS Cup.
And Felipe Cardenas did a phone interview with Breck recently and
Yeah.
name dropped us, and apparently he is very excited about doing that. So,
Yeah, he hit me up, and he's excited. He's going to get a piece himself. So,
guys, how amazing is this team? That we
Yeah,
have?
That's so awesome.
yeah, they're really cool, man. And it's just it's Twitter being put to good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of good things coming. So I'm excited about that, and the new season. Obviously, everything's looking up in 2019. So
Yeah.
best of luck to you guys, and much love, and we'll rock and roll from there.
Thanks for
Perfect.
hopping on the mic.
Thank you,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Appreciate it.
So, guys, no new iTunes reviews, but that's okay. We want to thank you for being patient while we worked on our migration. I want to thank Tim and Kevin for helping us get that fixed. It appears now, I was still waiting on Spotify as of this recording, but if you're listening to this, that's because it's been made available again across all the platforms. Apologies to the Google Play subscribers. If you use the Google Play podcast app versus it inside of Google Play Music, you probably had to go resubscribe. So apologies for that, but every one of these platforms does things a little differently. They do not make it easy for us. And so thankfully we're up and running on that. And so excited to have Jess on for our first trio.
Yay, yay. Woohoo.
Kelly will go ahead and go out and buy the speaker box so I can join you guys on another podcast.
Yes. Sit there right there in my living room as
That's
you talk
right.
to us as we drink champagne.
So stay tuned for more stuff coming up. We have exciting things that we'll be rolling out over the next few weeks.
Uh-huh.
And also make sure to check out the Solids of Stripes podcast, because they're going to be talking more about the kit leaks and what's
Yes.
different between the authentic one and
Go and get us started again.
from a designer's eye standpoint, the new Home Before Dark Network podcast. So great pod. Check them out when they get their new release out. And remember, guys, use promo code UNREL, that's UNREL, at atlantabeerbus.com for 20% off Friday through Sunday.
20%.
It's crazy.
That's a lot.
And,
Holy cow.
Yeah. So you can find us at Unreal ATL on all the social medias. You can
Yes,
find
you
me
can.
at JAY_Riddle on Twitter.
You can find me at the Kelly Francis.
And I'll be at Jessica ATLUTD.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
guys, Atlanta Familia. Have a good one.
Yep.